Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? How are you all doing today? It's a little windy. I hope you can hear me. It's not too bad. It's about 62 degrees. I'm back at Red Morton Park, episode number 710 of Walking with Purpose Live. If that's not consistency, I don't know what is. This is episode number 710. Gosh, we're getting closer to quadruple digits. That's going to be a huge milestone here on Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams. Well, these walks initially started on the main channel, Coach Eli, Elias, Melas. It used to be called something else back then. I had a rebrand to my actual name several years ago. There's a lot of history around these YouTube streets that a lot of you new folks don't even know about. And maybe one day I will just, take a walk down memory lane with you folks. I'll probably do that one from the studio and try to show as much supporting information as possible. At least what I can show, because some things that have happened I can't show. I mean, it's been a hell of a ride. But I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's not too chilly, but not really warm either. Like I said, it's 62 degrees. And today I have a very interesting topic to discuss. It's become a strong person and nothing will truly bother you. Become a strong person and nothing will truly bother you. And that's easier said than done, right? Yeah, absolutely. It's easier said than done. Before we get to the topic here and I talk about some things that are in alignment with the topic, I'm going to wait for some more people to pop on. And we've got 12 people here so far. One thumb up. I didn't promote this Walking with Purpose stream. I just went live on the fly. I've been doing that quite a lot lately because I've had a lot going on between some other things off of YouTube, family stuff involving Dawn, my girlfriend Dawn, and other things. There's just a lot going on, and I'm really trying to fit in these walks, I still fit them in somehow. Gotta always find time to stay healthy, right? And walking is one of the main things that keeps me healthy. So yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer, and then there's quite a bit to talk about. I'm only gonna do 2 laps. I'm only gonna do 2 laps today because I'm a little pressed for time because there's another stream coming up tonight. Right here on Coach Eli 2, another members only live stream with my girlfriend Dawn and I. We've got a great topic that we're going to be discussing. 17 people here now, 2 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. If you care to support the channel, we've got lots of people walking on the streets today, so I really would prefer to walk on the trail because I wouldn't be getting as interrupted. But the park's a lot closer to where I live, and when I'm pressed for time, I gotta make up some time with less of a drive. The trails that I walk on and do shows from are clear across town, and it just takes a while to get across town, ODN, how you doing, bro? Bro, I'll probably end up bringing you back on your other channel. There were some things that happened last week, and I'm glad you're here again on this channel. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I saw your video yesterday. I appreciate you, man. No, I truly meant what I said, ODN, and I know it's hard to believe. Listen, I know you know I'm not an idiot. But I truly like to give people chances, and I just really just don't like it when people overreact. And some people, if you don't handle things a certain way, their feelings get extremely hurt, and then they just lash out all over YouTube, and it just makes matters worse. You know what I mean? It's all good, dude. I don't need to be a moderator. I'll end up banning everyone. Well, then you and I have a lot in common, brother. Well, then I'll be more out of business than ever, right? We'll figure it out, ODN. I promise you, man. We'll figure it out. But thank you for that video. I was actually on my way to pick up some food for Donna and I last night. And yeah, it was a salmon dinner that I got her. I get burgers. And yeah, I heard it, man. And it's like, wow, thank you. No, I meant everything I said, dude. I meant everything I said. And you've been right about a lot of things, ODN. And the reason why people chastise you is the same reason or reasons why they chastise me. It's because, you know, we call them out on their fake instigated drama game. It's just fake instigated drama, right? How far can we push someone to, you know, lose their shit on YouTube and make content out of them, like lolcow content out of them, right? That's all it is, man. That's all it's ever been. That's all it's ever been, right? Give me a second here. Ain't no problem, man. Keep on being you. You are doing better than me. No, dude, listen. You're doing just fine, ODN. I'm not even trying to compare anything like that, dude. It's like, as far as I'm concerned, we're two guys just living life, right? I don't want to look at me doing anything better than anyone. I've just lived life. I've had a lot of experiences. I've made a lot of mistakes. And I've learned from those mistakes. Do I still make mistakes? Yeah. And I keep learning. It's a learning process even for the best of us. Even the best of us make mistakes, right? So anyway, coming tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. I had to push it back another half hour, or half hour again this time, because I needed a little more time. So did Dawn. Dawn and I are going to be going live, members only, right here on Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams. You'll be required to have at least a $4.99 channel membership, even if you're a moderator. So get your channel memberships. We have a ton of members already. And these are really fun and enjoyable streams for our closest members, right? Now I'm going to put this out there again because obviously we're going to talk about Jamie a little bit here again today. We have to, because there's a tentative show happening tomorrow involving Jamie and I, which I have a feeling he's not gonna want to do it, because he's gonna say I have too many rules. I don't have many rules at all. I don't have any rules at all. What I'm not gonna do is be a part of a bash fest. I'm not gonna make it about one big ad hominem attack. And that's your game. Your game is to get people on the panel and just berate them on purpose. Like, attack them in a fake instigated drama way and get them triggered so they rage quit and you look like a king. The problem is it doesn't work anymore on me. It hasn't worked in years. And it's not going to work, right? And I'm looking to see, Jamie, if you can actually carry yourself respectfully and professionally and carry a professional conversation regarding your past relationships. And we could talk about mine. Obviously, I've been with Dawn 2.5 years. You can share with us what your current relationship status is. You can share with us, what's your longest relationship been. I can share what mine has been. We can share about things that have worked for us and things that haven't worked for us, right? We can share our most interesting dating stories, right? Right? There's a lot. There's a lot for me to talk about. I've got a lot of stories to share. I've gone hiking. I've traveled many places. I've traveled many places. I've done lots of things, and I'm just curious to hear your story. I'm curious to hear some nice places you've taken the girls you've dated. Some of the nice dinners that you've been to. Maybe some of the nice hikes you've been on or walks you've been on or drives you've been on. I would love to hear your stories. And again, I'd be happy to share mine. I've shared a lot of mine. And us to have a conversation on the generational differences of dating in the modern world. I'm Gen X, you're millennial. This is perfect, right? We can sit there and have a reasonable conversation and help a lot of people understand that there is a huge generation gap, respectfully. Hi, Easy Prod, how you doing, brother? Hey, Razor's Edge. Hey, Cynthia, how you doing? Welcome to the show. I think that show would provide a lot of value. Now, you said that you're going to meet me on Dennis Jerome Jr.'s channel, The Amazing Hustler. At The Amazing Hustler is his handle. His channel is Dennis Jerome Jr. That's his name, right? You said you're willing to meet me on there and you're willing to cam up. Okay, fantastic. Wonderful. I always cam up. I'll be cammed up from the studio. Even better than mobile. Right? And again, let's have an intellectual conversation about the generational differences of dating between a millennial man and a Gen X man. Respectfully. Without any ad hominem attacks. So, like I mentioned on my community tab, hey, Razor Edge, you are being... Well, it's fine, dude. It's I don't care. It doesn't matter, dude. Thank you. It's not a big deal. They all love me. It's all good. They love Don and I. So, yeah, we could definitely talk about... Hang on. AZ Prod says she's a big fan. Yeah. Yeah, she's a very, very, very big fan. Very big fan. That's awesome. So yeah, like I said, we can share a lot of interesting information. Now, I'm going to make it very clear to you, Jamie, like I did on my community wall. There will be no ad hominem attacks. That's not a debate. That's not a discussion. That's an attack. Very clearly. Okay? Very clearly. If you mention those past videos, the Joe Buddy video, the RJ Sandiford video, the Barbara video, Coach Eli's greatest hits, right? If you mention that I'm a disabled hater, which I'm not, if you mention my living situation, which I've mentioned many times, okay? If you mention how I make my money, which I've explained many times, if you mention anything besides the topic of the generational differences of relationships between millennial men and Gen X men, all I'm going to say is ad hominem attack, move on. And you can sit on the panel and continue to try to talk all the shit you want to try to trigger me. And all I'm going to say is, ad hominem attack, move on. Or ad hominem, move on. I wouldn't even say attack. I wouldn't even give you that. I'll say ad hominem, next question. Listen, I don't need everybody messaging me telling me that JB did a stream on me this morning and he wants to insert himself back in. I could care less. I don't give a shit. I don't. All you folks want this drama. That's all you want. You guys, want the JB, you want the Jamie, and then you want me to call them out, and that's how you guys get your rocks off. And I could care less what JB does. If JB and Jamie want to work together and recycle the same shit for the 1000th time, then that's on them. But here's the thing. I noticed that somehow Gunner got monetized on the channel he's doing those shows on. He's been removed from the YouTube partner program several times. I guess he's had many people hire him as an independent contractor and put the YouTube partner program under their name, right? So my whole thing is, why in the world would somebody risk their monetized channel to do this type of content on me when they know eventually they're going to get shut down or demonetized at least? Especially with the newest rules on YouTube, everyone's getting removed for that crap. For reused content, bullying and harassment, hateful and abusive content, and we all know that describes JB perfectly. It's all good. But I don't care, man. It is what it is. Let the boys have their fun until the YouTube gods have their fun. And we'll see who has the last laugh. That's all I'm going to say. Don and I are going to keep moving forward, making our content, and serving those that want to be served by us. Does that make sense? Did I answer your question? Sock account, destroy Starbuck. A stab at Jamie's kitty. That's so kind of you, sir. Does that answer your question? So here's the thing. We're talking today about, this is episode number 710 again, by the way, of Walking with Purpose Live from Red Morton Park. Kayla, how you doing? Welcome to the show. I don't think I ever had you blocked here because I never got your email to unblock you. Are you the same Kayla that was on Tiffany's stream earlier asking me to unblock you? I never got an email from you. I don't think you've ever been blocked. Is this the account that you wanted unblocked? Because if so, you were never blocked. I never got an email from you, and obviously you're typing now, so you've never been blocked. But welcome to the show. That's a great show that Tiffany did earlier. She was speaking the truth, right? You know, I'm not blaming anyone specifically, but I know there's a lot of underhanded stuff going on behind the scenes in the Legion, and they do it for content. They do it just to trigger people, so people can talk about it, call them out, accuse people of stuff, right? The funny thing is, a lot of the people being accused of things are the ones that are doing the underhanded stuff behind the scenes, and then they deny it because they want to stir up more controversy and then have the cat fight, right? And this is just the same old lather, rinse, repeat bullshit for years. I mean, that's all it is. That's all it is. It's just stupid. It's dumb, right? Besides the wind, it's a really nice day today. I got to tell you that. GLM, did you hide your channel earlier? Were you hidden for a little while, or did I just not? Was I not able to search for you? Hi, what's good? You blocked me months ago. You thought I was a troll. You were in a really bad mood that day. You blocked 3 of us. Oh, well, I'm here. Well, I never unblocked you, so I don't know. If I blocked you, I don't know how you got unblocked. Maybe the magical powers of God came down and unblocked you, Kayla. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But hey, sorry about that. You know, I've been through the ringer out here, and so has Dawn. And you know, these people just still keep going. They won't stop because they're just like little kids. They're like grown-ass men in their late 30s and early 40s acting like, you know, 3 or 4-year-old little boys playing in the sandbox and throwing sand at each other, right? Savannah, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Great to see you here, too. Let me remind you folks, once again, tonight, Don and I are going live right here on Coach Eli 2, members only, at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. We're going to be talking about how social media affects relationships. Great topic. Tell me I'm wrong. We're going to be talking about how social media affects relationships. We're going to share how it affects ours, because it does. We still love each other, don't get me wrong. We work through things, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Social media, you can get really hooked, especially if you're a YouTuber and you're really trying to get things going out here for your business or brand. You can get really sucked in, especially if there's drama involved, and they can affect your relationship. Don and I are going to talk about it, and we'd like to hear your thoughts. So if you don't already have your at least $4.99 membership, you're going to need to have one. Even if you're a mod, you need a membership at least the $4.99 level. Join at the $4.99 level, and then join us tonight. It's going to be a great show. These shows are more intimate. Everybody gets personalized attention. We respond to pretty much all the comments in the chat. And it's our very special show for the people that value us. I'm not saying that people that don't pay us money don't value us, but the people that do truly above and beyond value us, and we appreciate that. We want to give you more. I'll try something. Are there people in here? Because I see no one, seriously. You don't see GLM or Savannah or Kayla? You should exit your YouTube app and come back in. Maybe you need to refresh your app if you're on the app. If you're on a laptop or desktop, just refresh the page or shut down the browser and relaunch it. Oh, there we go. You needed to refresh, huh? GLM says Savannah. Kayla, hey Kayla says Savannah. Thank you so much to the 30 people that are here. We greatly appreciate you. Anyway, so that's coming tonight. Tomorrow night, once again, tentatively, I challenged Jamie from the Legion to a one-on-one debate regarding relationships in the modern world. And I challenged him for that to happen away from the comfort and safety of his own home without the rainbow toy, right? The rainbow, you know what the rainbow toy is, right? Now, I don't think Jamie can convince Dennis Jerome Jr. to add the rainbow toy to Dennis's professional channel. If he does, then I don't know what to say. But I challenged Jamie to a one-on-one debate regarding relationships, the generational differences of dating in the modern world between millennial men and Gen X men. A real, true debate or conversation. Let's call it a conversation. Nothing less, nothing more. We stick to the topic. We don't hit below the belt. I don't talk about your mom, James. You don't talk about mine. You don't talk about my money. I don't talk about yours. You don't talk about my living situation. I don't talk about yours. Right? Let's keep it to the story. Let's keep it to the facts. Let's keep it to the topic. Let's see who's a better presenter of topics, right? Who can carry a better dialogue? Forget about the ad hominem stuff. You're a master of that, dude. You are a master of trash talking people. I'll give you that. You win there. I want to see who the better conversationalist is. I want us to share our stories, and you can compare your stories to mine. I got lots of stories to share. Like I said, where I've taken women on dates, weekend getaways, vacations. Oh boy, that dog is back again. Oh my God, he's back again. I thought that dog would be sleeping right now. Kayla, I think Dennis, whose panel it will be on. Yeah, he loves playing with that thing. Who judges it though? I got $20. You win the debate, Eli. Don't make me lose. Well, I'm not looking to. I know you're having fun with it. I'm not looking at. Here's the thing. I told Jamie in a community post. I told him, look, I'm not looking to belittle you, and I will not let you belittle me. I want us to talk about the subject at hand. I want us to have a conversation on the topic of relationships in the modern world, the generational differences between millennial men and Gen X men, and we can share the experiences of our individual relationships. Because I am curious to hear what his longest relationship has been. I'm curious to hear what's the nicest weekend getaway he's done for a lady. I'm curious to hear, his experiences of searching for the right woman. Because here's the thing, Jamie. Hats off. You're the top shit disturber out here. I'll give you that. You win. But if we're going to talk about actual stories, actual topics, actual life experiences, now's your time to shine. And here's the thing. If you're going to dissect my life, including my girlfriend Dawn, including myself, including everything, if you're going to dissect my life, then I'd like to hear how perfect your life is. I'd like to hear how great your life is. Because if you feel you're right about what you said about my life, then you must have all your ducks in a row. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm saying, I want to hear about you. I want to hear about your life, where you feel you're at, and how'd you get to where you're at. This is your time to be vulnerable. This is your time to allow people to truly get to know you, and even get some people that either have never respected you or lost respect for you to earn that back. This is your chance. This is your chance to make it happen. Give me a second, I'll be right back. All right, we are back live. We are back live. Sammy G just said on the panel that she had to pay for everything when she came out. He was even trying to get her to buy him food. Wow. Savannah says, I'm guessing less than a year with a woman, and the nicest thing was when he bought her dinner. Well, I mean, GLM, whose panel was she on, says Kayla. Savannah says, Patty, I'm going to try. Hello, Savannah, coming to members only tonight. Patty, you going to be there? GLM, you going to be there? He was bragging that he has 100K liquid, yet his best friend is homeless. Right. Here's the thing. Why would any man that has $100,000, liquid's a fancy word he uses for net worth, right? That's not actually your net worth, because your net worth is what you have in the bank minus what you owe on everything else, including your mortgage, right? So your net worth, the bottom line is until your condo's paid off and all your bills are paid off, that's not really liquid money. That's money you have there buying you time to figure out how you're going to make more to continue paying your mortgage and all that before your money runs out. So if there's one person that knows about finances, it's me. I am good at that. But that's cool. You have 100K in the bank, right? Don't make the same supposed mistake, which who knows whether we can believe it or not. Don't make the supposed same mistake that MJ did and take that 100K and invest it in high-risk stock in one night, and then you lose it all. But here's the thing. Even if you have that money, even if you had $1 million in the bank, why do you feel the need to tell people that? Like, why do you feel the need to prove to everyone how much money you have, whether you have it or not? Like, that's the point. That's a valid question. Because it's no one's business how much money you have. And I think you know that. And I think a lot of times when people say that they have that much in the bank, they're making that up just because they're trying to look good in front of their audience. That's just my opinion. There's no need to project how much money you have. That's just really stupid. It really is. Savannah, me too, but on life support with a DNR. Patty says, hi, Kayla. One of those, I don't know what you mean by that, GLM, but still needs a liquid fund. Well, I mean, here's the thing, Patty. Let's hypothetically speak and say he does have 100 grand in the bank. That's not far-fetched, okay? That's actually quite reasonable. Even if he had 100K in the bank, and let's say he owes over 100,000 on his mortgage, which I'm sure he does. I believe he does. I think he owes like 150 or so. I remember he knew the price that he paid for that place. It was over 200 grand. And there's no way he's knocked it down 100 already. No way. It's probably on a 30-year fixed. Right? 30-year fixed, maybe 15 or 20. I'm sure it's on a 30-year fixed loan, right? With really, really small payments under $1,000, right? So, which is buying him time to figure out how he's going to bring in more income before he burns through that 100K. You see, when you have a low interest rate mortgage, you don't want to take all your money and put it down. You need to keep that money there for a rainy day, especially if you have low interest. And then you can reinvest that money that you have in the bank in something low risk that'll get you a constant return, right? I'm sure he does that, right? So he doesn't have enough money to walk away and say I'm flush for life. He still needs to work and build up his nest egg. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to be rude, James. I'm being real. I understand what you're going to see. These are the reasonable conversations we can have if you cut out the ad hominem attacks. And you'd be surprised how much further people would respect you and how much further you would grow and how much more money you would make if you just went straight, dude. And what I mean by going straight is no more drama. Don't take me out of context there. I'm not implying or insinuating anything. Pay extra on interest only, and it will bring it to half in no time. No, you're right on that, Patty. But the bottom line is you can't just take all your money in the bank or even I wouldn't even take half of that money and put it on the mortgage. I mean, if you've got a 30-year fixed low interest rate loan, you got to stretch that out until you figure out, what your career job is going to be, and you feel comfortable that job's going to bring you to retirement. Right now, this YouTube thing has no retirement. And that's why you hear him. I honestly believe when he's saying, okay, it's like, I don't have anything to fall back on. And he's coming to me saying that, oh, Eli's rich, he has a lot to fall back on. No, I don't, dude, because you don't know how much it costs to maintain the estate. You don't know how much it costs to maintain the estate, and that comes out of our pocket, not the estate. The estate itself doesn't have a ton of liquid cash. You don't know how this stuff works. You got to maintain the estate by working and paying for it. All the members of the family, we equally contribute and pay for repairs and stuff. We are the estate, dude. The estate is not just some, magical bank that has money in it where we can just draw money. We are the estate. We put the money in the estate, dude. That's how it works. So don't think I'm some rich man and then try to all grovel and say you got nothing. Doesn't work that way, dude. Jamie doesn't even have the minimum of 10 years to qualify. Well, let me tell you something. You need 40 credits to qualify for Social Security. Okay? That's what you're saying, right? 10 years, 40 credits, right? Okay? I'm sure he has the minimum amount. If he's paying taxes, if he's paying self-employment tax, then he's gaining credits. If he's not paying self-employment taxes or paying taxes, then he's evading the IRS. I don't think he's doing that. Plus, he has an LLC. So he has to file taxes and pay that. So honestly, I'm a fair person here, Mrs. Doubtfire. As long as when you're paying self-employment taxes, you are paying into Social Security through your self-employment taxes, 15%. Does that make sense? Listen, fair is fair. Look, I'm not going to chastise someone even if they come at me and taking everything from me when I know that, what you're saying is probably not true. Let's be real about it. Ms. Doubtfire, you got your membership for tonight? We'd love for you to join us. It'd be fantastic. But yeah, Ms. Doubtfire. That's on him. It's for him to figure out if he has enough credits for Social Security. Right? I've heard rumors of some people saying that he's on SSDI, which is Social Security Disability Insurance. So now, if you are disabled more than short term, you can apply through the Social Security Administration to get Social Security Disability Insurance. But I don't see any disability in him. Some people are saying he has, SSDI, Social Security Disability Insurance, through the Social Security Administration. And that's really hard to get. It's really hard to qualify for that. I know many friends that were technically disabled and were denied SSDI benefits. It's an extensive process. I know about it because I'm an insurance broker. I don't sell anymore, but I know how the system works. I know how disability works. I know how all insurance works. I've been licensed over 15 years, property and casualty and life and health. No way you have to pay in for that. I just can't see how you would be disabled. I agree, but you've heard the rumor that people are saying he's on SSDI. He is not on SSDI. No way. He's not on SSDI. And even to qualify for SSDI, you need to have 40 credits, which is 10 years. 10 years of full-time work, 40 credits. Shit, I worked 17 years alone, full-time, in the retail corporate world. So, plus, I've been self-employed 15 years. I've been paying into SSI and SSDI for, God, 30 fucking plus years. SSI is Social Security insurance. SSDI is Social Security disability insurance. Mental disability is easier to get than medical. Oh, Patty, you're killing me. Hello, my name is James. Social Security Insurance Department. My name is James. I have a YouTube disorder. Do I qualify for SSDI for my YouTube disorder? Come on, dude. That's just a little funny joke, man. I'm not even attacking you. Next thing you know, Jamie's going to want reparations for the entire millennial generation for just being millennials. Oh, that was good. Trichondomania definitely makes him qualify. Is that like schizophrenia or what? All right, I'm just going to wait for people to walk on by. He qualifies for Social Security. He has a brain issue where he pulls out his own hair. I seriously doubt he's on SSDI, dude. And quite frankly, I really don't care. It's none of my business. I don't care. But if you're on Social Security disability, aren't you limited to the amount of income? I believe you're limited to the amount of income you can make before you have to pay it back. Right, ODN? You cannot earn any other income. So, like, he has earned way more than what would be allowed through Social Security disability insurance. Here it's 1,600. Well, it depends. It depends on your income level, Patty. It's not just the area. It's not the area where you're in. It depends on your income. How much money you've made on average. Some people will get over $2,000. Some people get over $3,000. Some people get under 1,000. It depends on your average income. I don't think he reports it honestly. Well, if he's evading the IRS, they're going to audit him at some point. Then he's going to be in some deep doo-doo. Like, you got to pay your taxes every year. Like, even look, every year YouTube and Google, they send out a 1099. And now a lot of companies send out what's called a 1099 NEC. It's called non-employee compensation. It's similar to a 1099 miscellaneous, but if you're an independent contractor for a company that has W-2 employees, they now have a form called 1099 NEC, non-employee compensation. They don't withhold any federal or state taxes. You got to file your taxes every year. You got to put money aside. You got to put about 30% or so at least of the money you make every month in a savings account or somewhere else, and have that ready to pay your taxes at the end of the year. You got to file, because Uncle Sam's going to audit you, and then you're going to be in some deep doo-doo with Uncle Sam. I remember there was a guy. Do any of you remember a guy here named Red Pill Fizzin from Washington? He used to be around these YouTube streets. Remember Red Pill Fizzin? GLM remembers him, right? We used to talk about JB Gunner, tax evading, right? And Red Pill Fizzin was a little slow, and he goes, He goes, JB Gunner is tax invading. He's creating tax invasion. And I'm like, dude, it's called evasion, not invasion. Tax evasion, tax evasion, not invasion. He's not going to the IRS office and invading the IRS. He is evading, meaning that he is not paying his taxes. Yeah, he changed his name. He's still around. Tax invasion. That was funny, man. Tax invasion. My name's Rep Pill Fizz, and I'm going to go invade the IRS office because I can't afford to pay my taxes. I'm going to invade because I'm evading. Oh, man. We've got a serious literacy problem in this world, man, I tell you. Oh, man. Google account. You think he has agoraphobia? Well, listen, if he had some kind of disease or disorder or disability, why wouldn't he own it? People would actually probably donate more to him. They probably would more support him. But here's the thing. If you're getting paid disability and then you're getting Cash Apps and PayPals and you're not reporting that to the IRS and you get audited, you're screwed. And here's the thing. You got to report that no matter what. Give me a second here. It's a little bit windy. Woo! Hang on, let me come over here and I will check out the chat here. GLM says he also admitted to having ED. Well, I mean, whatever. I will never support him, says Google account. He did admit it on a panel. It's a form of anxiety. Anxiety is not a disability. I'll tell you right now 100% that anxiety and depression do not qualify for disability. There are medications you can take from your doctor that will regulate your anxiety and depression. And Dawn's had anxiety and depression, and she still does at times, but she's got it under control because she's on medication from her doctor. Also, I wonder if he has medical insurance because, as you know, you can buy medical insurance through the Affordable Health Care Act up to a certain income level. And he should be below that income level of where he can buy the Affordable Health Care Act. I believe it's up to 4 times the poverty level. So he should be able to get enough federal tax credits to have good insurance. See, Jamie, here's the thing. These are the questions that I want to ask you as a prominent content creator on this platform. What kind of health insurance do you have? How's your LLC doing? You know, like legitimate questions, non-trollish, non-attacking. I want to know how well you have your ducks in a row as a man because you question my ducks. So, do you have all your ducks in a row? Both Don and I have great health insurance. We pay our taxes every year. This is your chance to get on a panel and have a real conversation with me. I will not have an ad hominem attack fest with you. I won't. I just won't. I'm not going to leave the panel. I'm not going to rage quit. But I'm telling you, Dennis Jerome Jr., he will call you out and say, dude, we're here to talk about relationships between millennials and Gen Xers. Are you here to stick to the topic, or are you just going to keep hitting below the belt? That's what he will say. So can you keep it together for one show, turn off the fake instigated drama for one show, and let's have a real conversation like I've wanted to have with you for the last 6 years. I've been trying to have a real conversation with you for the last 6 years. And I'm not trying to be cocky or anything. I've been trying to have a real conversation with you for the last 6 years. Is it going to happen tomorrow night? Or are you planning to do an ambush? Are you planning some underhanded bullshit that I'm just going to laugh at if you do it anyway? And no, I don't care that JB's talking about myself and Don. Don and I, we just don't care. Talk about us all you want. It's not a big deal. You know how many people emailed me today telling me that JB's back and he's coming at you? And I was like, so? I was like, so? Even James is saying, oh, I'd like to see his face when he hears that JB Gunner is back. Well, here's my face, dude. Here's my face and my body. What more do you want? You want to ask me that live on the air tomorrow? I'll give you that. You can ask me how I feel. I'll tell you the same thing right now. I don't care. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I gotta keep on moving. Dude has some nerve to say, dude, you're getting cocky. I'm not getting cocky, I'm being honest. I've always been honest. I just want to have a real conversation with you. Non-trollish, non-attacking, non-ad hominem attacks. Can you do that? Are you capable of doing that? Because I think you are. You used to be that way when you ran your Purple Pill channel. That's why I sought you out initially. I found you because I liked your content. And then you flipped this drama BS, and you've been stuck on it for the last 6 fucking years. You know your audience wants you to come at me. Even if you want to have a real conversation with me, your audience will not donate to you, or they will think that you are, well, the dog was an out, that's cool. Made it past the dog zone. Or they're going to think you're weak if you don't attack me. How pathetic is that, dude? How pathetic is it that you have to pretend to hate someone to satisfy your audience? Well, maybe you really hate me, but seriously, dude, do you? Or do you have to do that just because they're paying your bills and that's what they want you to do? Are you a conformist, dude? Because if you're not a conformist, then you know what? For one time, put your gloves down, big boy, or little man. Put your gloves down. Put your ego in check. I'll put mine in check. Let's have a real conversation, you and I. Let's see how a real conversation between you and I will make the audience feel. I can guarantee there'll be over 100 people there, maybe 200. This will be the biggest show. And Dennis Jerome was like, shit, yeah, I'm all over this. Of course you are, dude. This is a showdown. This is a 6-year showdown. And I chose you, Dennis Jerome Jr., because I actually like you and I think you're real. Bella, that's not all. He's balls deep in. LOL. What's going on? Drama brings donos. That's why he is balls deep in it. He's balls deep in it because he's ashamed of his life. If you have no shame of your life, Jamie, let's have a real conversation about your actual life and my life. Let's compare our lives through the dating world. Let's compare my dating life to yours. And let's show people the difference between Gen X and millennial. That's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. And if you're not for that, then you might as well not agree to do the show. I'm not bowing down. I will be there waiting for you. And if you're not there, I'll talk with Dennis, and we'll have a good show without you. But if you don't show up, it means that you're not man enough to have a real conversation. That's all. And I'm not being cocky or arrogant. I'm stating the facts. You guys want to talk about me, then hey, then show up and let's talk. Oh no, GLM, he was doing political streams today. He recently returned to this side of YouTube so he could get more views on the drama content and see if the people would stick around. If I had to guess. Listen, once again, JB was headed down the right path. And so now he's seen an opportunity because somebody like nothing but silicone or somebody paid him money. Someone paid him a large amount of money to help Jamie come at me, right? Which is fine. Do what you got to do. But that's going to destroy everything else that JB's built with his actual audience. That's all good, dude. No big deal. I'm not worried about it. He'll be talking about this tomorrow. He'll be talking about me tomorrow, later tonight, whenever. It's all good. JB doesn't care about views. He's about the Benjamins. I didn't think of that. What did you think of, Unknown? We're at 56 minutes. I really got to get going. In less than 90 minutes, right here on Coach Eli, 2 authentic live streams. Don and I are going live, members only. You'll need at least a $4.99 channel membership to join the show. Now, I'm assuming more than likely Jamie or JB Gunner will be rebroadcasting it with an illegally purchased membership. But Don and I ask you, if you truly support us, do not go to the simulcast. Please come and support us here the right way. We will do the same thing for you. We work hard to make this happen. It's a lot of work. And plus, here's the thing. The people in our chat, you won't have to deal with that BS. We have a good time. We talk about actual topics. We share decent advice that helps decent people. Right? We can help anyone, but obviously the people of that other group are just not ready for real help. They want to continue to go down the drama route. They want to continue to just sulk in their misery. That's all. So, dude, Jamie, if you're going to make it about ad hominem attacks, which is how you are, like you always have some underhanded thing planned that someone has paid you for. Either that or you just don't like me for whatever reason. And I don't hate you, dude. I don't. I just don't like a lot of the underhanded things you do to make money. This one time, let's do something real and see how it goes. If you're not going to be real, dude, don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. Don't waste Dennis's time. I'll be there regardless. I'm not rage quitting. But if you come on there and you start hitting below the belt because you got nothing else to bring to the table, then, again, all I'm going to say is ad hominem next, ad hominem next, ad hominem next. All you're going to say is deflecting. I'm not deflecting anything. We've already answered those questions a million times. Ad hominem, deflecting, ad hominem, deflecting. All you're going to say is deflecting, right? I already know your game. I'm already basically playing out the entire show because you've been the same exact way for years, right? How about we give them something different, something real for once? Now, I've always been real, but how about you be real for once? Let's have a real conversation. You say you're a better man than me. You say that you've had better relationships than me. You've had hotter women than me or whatever, right? Who cares about that? You say that you're better than me at everything, okay? Cool. Here's your chance to have a nice conversation and share our experiences in a civil, respectful, professional, mature manner. Can you handle that? I'll cam up. Will you cam up? You said you would. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. Get your $4.99 memberships, please. You haven't seen them. You haven't seen him adult in 6 years. He isn't close now. Well, we'll see what happens. Kayla, it's pointless. It'll just turn into an argument. I'm not going to argue him. Kayla, here's the thing. I'm not going to argue the guy. If the guy starts to hit below the belt, if he starts to talk about all the past stuff, the videos, attacking the disabled, about, Maybe he'll want to talk about my past sponsor or any of that stuff. That's off the table, dude. We're done. We're not talking about that. We're talking about an actual topic. Enough of that, dude. Enough of that. Can you be a real YouTuber for once, or are you a phony YouTuber? This is your chance to be a real YouTuber. ODN, he doesn't answer certain questions. Example, he says he grew up of a certain faith, but pictures of him in college show that he used to wear crucifix. Well, I haven't seen that. Savannah, there's always one woman out there that wants an overweight man that doesn't bathe but once a week. I mean, he's the reason Little Caesar's stock went up. Oh, God. Savannah, that's not so nice, but I can understand why you're saying that. Wow. He must have done you wrong, Savannah. Savannah, you were a part of the Legion at one point, or are you just sharing your opinions? He's like a 12-year-old. I can't stand listening to him. He's phony AF. Bella says he pretends to like. Okay. GLM says a real YouTuber. Haha, Savannah says GLM. All right, get your final questions, comments, concerns in the chat. We're at 61 minutes, an hour and 1 minute. I mean, really got to get going. I got to get prepared for the show, and I got to eat something. I'm hungry. It's a really nice day out here today. Remember that, GLM, the Kindness Corner? Remember that area? Flashback, right? They've still got a lot of work to do here, but they've done some good work at the park. I mean, it's just a beautiful park. I love Red Morton Park. I have been around almost 7 years. You've been around as long as I've been around, huh? If it's not too personal, Savannah, are you in your 40s? Like, how old are you? I've been around almost 7 years. I originally came from RDA, but been with GLM for years. Oh, yeah. Whatever happened to those guys over there? They were really rocking and rolling that channel. Oh, you're 43. Okay. So you're technically a borderline millennial, but you're cool. It's all good. So is GLM. Well, GLM is almost 40, even though she's eternally 29. It's all good. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, you've been around for a while. Yeah, man, I've seen YouTube evolve over the years. Even when it was first released out here by a couple of Stanford guys in the Bay Area here. I know you're Forever 29, GLM. They'll change the store from Forever 21 to Forever 29. I understand that, GLM. They are still around. They just don't go live much. Oh, okay. Are they still monetized over there? They were monetized on that channel. They still have the $ in their chats. I'm curious because they were very controversial. I mean, they had good stuff. Don't get me wrong, but they were really pushing the guidelines over there. They still are. Okay, good for them. Wonderful. You know what? I'm gonna have to stop on by because I believe. Did I do a show with them one time? I think I went on a show with them one time. I just can't remember. It's been so long. Yeah, I remember them, GLM. You did, yeah. It's been a while. Do you see where my head is at? Ever since I met Dawn, it's like, I've been just. I remember a lot, but I've just forgotten about a lot of things. And JT and Shangy were ruining it. RDA also destroyed Lycan. I love the whole Lycan Moon bit. It was quality work. Oh, that is right. He was trying to leverage them like he tries to leverage everyone, and they destroyed him. That's right. Hey, at least I got to destroy Rogue Internet, man. The guy tried to trigger me for 2 hours. And I just said, that's your opinion. And he got so triggered, he booted me off his own show. Anyway, folks, one final time. In a little over an hour from now, Don and I are going live right here on Coach Eli, 2 authentic live streams, members only. Please join us. We're going to be talking about, how social media affects relationships. It's going to be a great show. We're going to share how it affects our relationship. And we'll be taking your questions in the chat and sharing a whole lot more. Please get your $4.99 membership so you can join us. Even if you're a moderator, you will need to have at least a $4.99 membership. And please ignore any rebroadcasts. They're probably going to do some underhanded stuff like they always do. But if you truly want to support us and truly participate in something more intimate in the proper context, because we have some man-childs out here that don't understand the word intimate means a small group of people, a smaller, intimate, more group of people, so you can have, a better conversation and engage with everyone more often, right? We got to be very, very careful today with what we say on YouTube so it doesn't get taken out of context, right? Yeah. All right, folks. Have a good one. Take care. See you in a bit. Be good to each other. Let's see. Savannah, Hope. It's a great stream with Don. Eli, I'll try to swing over. No problem, Savannah. I know you got your own life to live. We all do, folks. No worries. If not, catch the replay if you want. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.